Get by with a little help. Take another look. Archangel Azrael reports incoming. Today's date on the Archangelic calendar is Infinity ON6A1N9A1A1 Infinity Infinity C9A9A9A9A9A9 Infinity Infinity B1TT Infinity. There is more information and the calendar legend is located at archangeliccalendar.com. And please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Gaia is fire dominant and we do not anticipate this ending anytime soon. There is so much happening at the moment and it is all directly affecting her and her constituents. This is the most emotional Gaia has ever been and her heart's messages are evident everywhere you look. There is much said about controlled opposition. The best example that we can give you of this is toxic positivity. There is no way to close your eyes to what is happening here on earth and positive think this away. This is a misconstrued notion, and if you look at the course of human history, the most pure thinkers have suffered the most. This is the exact opposite of what we need to be doing, as we need more practice in the mystical arts and certainly not less. There is no part of the multiverse that is stagnant, everything is in motion, even you, the observer, is in motion. The idea that the observer is attracting things to itself is based upon religious dogma, much in the same way that Earth was said to be the center of the universe in ancient times. These misconceptions cause further delays in human evolution when in fact it is an intricate dance of energy that fits perfectly in divine dance, and not in the form of a simplistic magnet. We travel to these landscapes and not the other way around. This was a giant deflection that many have believed for far too long. There are many, gifted seers, who claim to see no mass human trafficking on our planet. There was a great cloaking mechanism that was active but is no longer, so take another look. The cries of the trafficking victims did not start with a movement. Archangels have heard the cries of these children for decades and have finally amassed enough support to do something about it. If you do not believe that this is happening, then please allow those who are in the know the open space to rectify the situation. There is no debate that children are missing from the planet. We can argue about the semantics of how they got in that position after they are found. This is our main priority and should be the priority of all who have the power to do something about it as well. There are underground tunnels in Ohio that are filled with victims, but they are also filled with traps and explosives as well. There is no safe entrance in Ohio, but you can get safe entrance from the northernmost point just outside of it. We will deal with this directly in our assignments a few days from now when all of our legions are ready to proceed in that area. Our promise to our legions is that archangels are always with us. There will not be a single boot without an angel next to it, nor a single blade of grass without an angel stationed there as well. There is a much higher deep state takedown about to take place on a galactic level. I will elaborate no further, but I will say that it has a good deal to do with assignment number 3. There are many fake social media profiles that are spreading false information. We have already warned you against the propaganda war being waged, we are just reminding you. There are people who you may have known for years and may have slept in your trust, which will show their deception in a very direct way after waiting years to do so. The solar upgrades will continue, but do not be alarmed as it will manifest in intense physical symptoms as well. There are some definite ways to handle this as it is an electrical upgrade and your conductivity will be the determining factor that dictates how well you handle this incoming. Think of it the same way you would if you had a frayed electrical circuit. To make sure your circuitry is in order, your vessel must be held as clean as possible. In body, watch what you eat. In mind, pay attention to what are you engaging in, and in spirit, make sure you are grounded to the earth and sky. We are activating millions of lightworkers and enhancing the others. I ask that you get to the newcomers as soon as possible and help teach them some basics. You can all recall your beginning years, and now millions will be there shortly. Again, this is the very strong incoming wave that is coming from the galaxy via our sun. Every successful leader knows that there is no physical victory without metaphysical backing. From King Solomon to King Arthur to Alexander the Great to Hus the Pains, magic was always their greatest ally. Do not root for calamity just because you are tired of society and the suffering that it evokes. There are many ways to liberate Earth where there would be no divide in humanity. The best case scenarios in relation to this macro timeline has no more disruptions to our Earth. This would mean that it would be a clean sweep victory if we play our cards right. Tomorrow Archangel Michael will give us a full report. From what we are seeing, he is looking forward to giving us his intel. Although mainstream media has not been informed as of yet, Archangel Azrael has started receiving high-profile souls who have left Earth by their own hand. In compliance with the law of disclosure, we are requesting an ambassador from the Galactic Federation of Light, who isn't in our legions, to attend an immediate meeting about recent timeline events. We must insist upon a face-to-face meeting. Today's tools. To ensure that we are properly protected, you will be able to pick 3 tools that will not expire as long as you carry them with a pure heart. I would suggest using the tools of the archangels that you know best if you decide to take this option. Always keep in mind that we prefer that you use your own tools and abilities, but you are more than welcome to use the tools below. Today's tools will be active until the next post, except for the 3 you wish to equip for the long term. Please note you can only have 3 active for long term use at a time, but can use all of the daily tools on the day it is posted, so feel free to go back and browse some of the previous day's tools. Use the legend below to help you decipher how to best use the weapons listed. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission and it will work on your behalf. Active equals intention needed to use. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm to you, beyond space and time. We have gone through great changes and thus the weapon-based tools indicated below can be inserted into the ground to call forth downloads. Active, passive and aggressive anywhere within the universe. The Violet Flame team is in a 9 setting, which means that total control has been achieved and we will remain this way until necessity dictates otherwise. This is a smart flame and will heal what needs it and transmute what does not. When you see the Violet Flame team is exactly the same from the day prior, it is because we are currently engaged in a pressing issue. It is against our general policy to switch positions mid-battle unless it is an utter necessity. The Violet Flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Jermaine, Archangel Ansil, Archangel Briathos, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Af, Archangel Batkol, Archangel Agla, Archangel Gzrael, Archangel Galizur, Archangel Vermil, Archangel Machdil, Archangel Eshma, Archangel Tatrasil, Archangel Adonichel, Archangel Adonai, Archangel Nuril, Archangel Harahil, and Archangel Servil. Active. Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is completely omnipotent. No level of consciousness can be achieved that this couldn't slice through. It is also an amazing weapon against electronics and technology, as it can override any circuitry. Passive, active and aggressive. Archangel Isaac's radiant field looks a lot like Magneto's force field, and it reacts to any life form with either loving energy, or with transmutational blast of vast power. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield at all, you will only get in the way. Equip and go. Passive. Vahumana's timepiece allows you to savor a positive feeling or thought. It brings an element of majesty to your everyday moments, and it prevents the interference of malevolent time travelers. Passive, active and aggressive. Archangel Chamuel's radiant peace allows you to be secluded in a peaceful bubble, no matter what is happening around you. It also allows those in your heart. Passive and active. Archangel Jeremiah's enhanced intuition allows the voices of your soul to become louder. It allows the judges of spirit to be more obvious than ever before. Please note the next 3 tools are meant to be used in combination. They are sent to us to help us sustain our physical bodies. Please keep using this tool daily. We are starting to remove the energy blockages surrounding abundance. If you need help using the below tools, envision gold bars using Archangel Ariel's wand and set it on fire using Archangel Nasarajel's and Archangel Israfil's swords. I say envision gold because Gaia controls gold and cash money. Well, ya know that story. Also, the Galactic Federation trades in gold, and manifesting in this method also aligns with their currency methods and any divinity-based currency system. Active. Archangel Ariel's Wand of Comforts helps you summon any necessity you may have. It is a wonderful and comforting tool when equipped. Active, aggressive, and passive long and short range. Archangel Israfil's flaming sword can protect you against all things directed to you on a macro or micro scale. It can also speed up the time in which something you wish to manifest will come to fruition. Active, aggressive, and passive long and short range. Archangel Nasaraji's flaming sword can bring any negative energy to its knees. It also has the ability to remove any and all obstacles that are in the way of something that you wish to manifest. Please note the next 3 tools are healing modalities and can be sent remotely to loved ones. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Chazael's radiant rays of health wards off all diseases and illness. It can also aid in the recovery of diseases already inflicted. It can be sent to land masses as well as individual living beings. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Theli's radiant compassion sends heartfelt love to all in within your jurisdictions. This is the nurturing aspect of healing and it has incredible warmth. It is best to yield this with a calm frame of mind. Active. Archangel Raphael's healing staff is an omnipotent healing force that works gradually or intensively depending on how you yield it. It is considered the best general healing instrument. Assignments. These assignments are valid any day, as we are beyond space and time, and it still remains a collaborative effort no matter when you administer it. Although to ensure accuracy, make sure you are using today's current weaponry. Especially, if you are seeing this 30 or more hours after this was originally posted, please use your intuition. 1. There are 2 friends of humanity that are in possession of organized darkness. We mentioned a few days prior that Ode is desperate to get their metaphysical energy back and they are trying anything they can to do so. In this action, they have violated 2 major agreements of magic, the belief in your metaphysics which says you may harm no other physically, and the other one where the agreed terms of conflict have been violated, which is basically a written invitation for new and more extreme methods of self-defense. Checking in on their timelines, we know that our friends will be in public view of Archangel Michael's impostor and also by the spitefully named Solomon's tunnels, both of which are nearby the area where they went missing. They will attempt to do a ritual with them and make it look like an accidental situation. Our friends were betrayed by someone 3 doors down, and that person is a true traitor to his country as well as his neighbors. After being hit with a disruptor from a distance, they were disoriented and stumbled into darkness arms, as a disruptor allows for another to take control of a person's actions, then another technology was used to transport them to shore. These are both items supplied to them in the trade deal that requires them to supply victims in exchange for technology. This is a similar trick to the one that was used on Amelia Earhart, and there is a link to both events if you wish to explore that statement, but it is not relevant to the current situation. When satellite data is recovered, it will support the above statement and provide more clues to their whereabouts. Place an infinity symbol upon Mauve and Gideon's foreheads and it will work with the same accuracy as it did during the Super Bowl and the Oscars. Even if you have no vested interest in them as people, they will have vital information that will help liberate many upon many. Keep in mind that they are surrounded by evil on all sides. This is done to block our view of their holding place. Please try to transmute their surroundings with violet flame. Just remember these are well hidden entranceways that are usually behind false walls or other false structures and will appear odd in the ether. The possible dates of when they will be brought out in full view will be the 7th, full moon's peak, or on St. Mark's Eve. There is also more than one timeline where they are returned to safety well before then. Please be diligent on this task and let us see that happen. 2. All layers of reality have connecting parallels. For example, if we send the highest lights to the 6th dimension, we increase our intuition, the 7th gives us extra physical manipulation, and the 8th dimension gives us power over circumstances. These terms are not exactly accurate as these dimensional layers are not actually numbered, and are too numerous to be in the single-digit form anyway, but this is the way it is commonly referred to, so we will use these in these terms for the sake of common understanding. Send the following lights to each of the above-mentioned dimension. White, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, black, brown, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. 3. Prepare a healing space in all hospitals and makeshift hospitals around the globe. Regardless of your beliefs, this is a place of healing, and as a compassionate being, you should be willing to bless any place where those in need go in times of trouble. Send 72 seconds of emerald green plasma and bright pink light to all the hospitals and makeshift hospitals around the globe. Today's meditation is below. Please enjoy.